Yo, welcome back to the Man Cave Podcast. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you. Welcome back to the episode, ladies and gentlemen. 4th of July edition. This will drop on 4th of July, right?
It will, yeah.
100%. And there's no better way to celebrate America than to destroy men. Trash men, bring us down the way that these women, these miserable ass women always do.
Well,
right?
I tried to take them down to peg on the last episode.
Well, you kind of did. We got one rude comment on our last video, which was quickly deleted thanks to George and his unwillingness to engage politely with our
I didn't say
viewers.
nothing.
You did.
I don't think I did anything wrong.
Of course you did.
But welcome back to the episode. Just like Larry Bear said, Larry was missing last week, so I had to, replace him with ChatGPT. But yeah, Larry has a story here about Disney.
It's not about Disney.
It's about a dad.
Moana 3 is what it was.
A sneak peek. But it was something that happened on the Disney cruise, right?
Yep. So this young girl somehow got overboard on a Disney cruise, which if you haven't been on a Disney cruise, number one, I heard it's amazing, but more importantly, it's expensive as fuck. So shout out to the dad or the mom or dad and mom, whoever paid for it, because not every kid gets to do on something like that. But yeah, so little girl finds her way over the railing, which is supposedly 42 inches. So it's about like almost 4 feet tall. And it has plexiglass in addition to that. So Disney did try everything in their power to make sure.
So if a kid was going to go over, there was foul play. Yeah. That's what people think.
Probably.
Right? From what you told me a little before we started recording, that's the thought process.
So so everybody's like, oh, this guy, people on the news are like, this guy is a hero. Like, he had to tread water, which is kind of like, you're
for like 20 minutes or something.
For 20 minutes, he had to tread
while
water.
Holding the kid.
Bro, I can swim, but to tread water for 20 minutes in the fucking ocean
while holding a human,
bro, that's
a lot.
Superhuman, bro. Shout out to Aquaman. But yeah, so the dad jumps into the water, rescues the girl. They get rescued. Now, on the internet, like I said, the news is calling him a hero. There's a bunch of other people like, yo, this dad did what any parent should do in this situation. But then there are people who are like, well, he's so reckless. Why would he put the little girl on the railing to take a photo? Which nobody knows if that's the actual story, right? But it's a guy, so
he must have.
What does it women say? It's not always men, but it's always a man. That's the saying, right? Which is it's clever.
I think it's not all men, but it's always
a man. Yes, good job. You've been on that femme TikTok.
The thing is you got to study them. If you want to fucking break them down, you got to know them.
Yeah. Facts.
All right, so the news was praising him for reacting like a good dad and saving the kid's life.
Yeah.
Fucking bug.
I want to read you what some of the comments are saying, though.
Oh, boy. Is it, from your experience on the comments, is it just women?
Of course.
Okay.
There might be like out of 100 people commenting, one guy. Mm-hmm. But the numbers, even still, are not, it's not favorable for men. But there's this video, and George will post it for you guys. Mm-hmm. This chick is basically, number one, I hate when people do this. She's recording herself like starting to cry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Which is like, were you in the fucking water?
Yeah.
Was it like traumatic for you, or you just a shared experience? But anyway, she's like recording herself crying, and the caption is, saw someone post a Disney cruise rescue and said the dad jumped in knowing they would either die together or get rescued together. I'm not okay. And I'm just like, all right, Miss Walker. So of course I went quickly to the comments. And here's like the first thing that you're going to see. The way people are shocked that the parent acted like a parent blows my mind. What?
Giving no credit to
like, first
you'd
of all,
be surprised that there'll be a large percentage of parents that would react in a way that's like, yo, my kid fell over. Let me go get someone to help the situation. Don't get me wrong. Like I would, and I know people that would jump over as well as just a reaction.
Right.
But there is a large percentage of parents that would 100% just be like, yo, Disney, go save my kid.
And they are not wrong. Like if you can't swim or you're like, this is the ocean, I'm going to die if I go in here. Now I lost my daughter and my own life.
Right.
Like, all right, I can't fault you for that. But the other thing you were going to say, these people were saying,
but women will praise themselves for paying their own bills.
Crazy work. That's straight bullets. There's another comment. It blows my mind how this dude is being portrayed as some kind of hero. He dangerously propped his daughter on 4th floor deck rail to pose for photos, which she then toppled from, prompting him to jump in after and save her.
Mm-hmm.
So I go to see if anybody fact checks this chick.
Sure.
And of course, it's a guy. Shout out to Mall Wit. Dad did not put her on a railing. People spreading a false rumor started on Facebook. Authorities did an investigation and quickly determined this was not true, which I also looked into, and it's true. He did not put her on a railing.
So what they're saying is they did it. He didn't put her on the railing, but they don't know what happened either, right?
No,
but they're not going straight to it was his fault.
So apparently, the parents were playing shuffleboard, and the little girl took that as an opportunity to climb up on the railing. Okay.
Kids do dumb shit.
Yeah. So then keep that in mind. This is her comment in response to Mall. Oh, wow. You're so right. My bad. Turns out her parents were playing shuffleboard nearby. Not watching her still doesn't make him a hero. Freaking Harambe all over again.
Wait, what? No, don't bring Harambe into this. All right, let Harambe rest in peace.
Rest in peace.
Don't bring him into this 2025 drama.
Oh my God! Are you you're a parent? Would you feel some kind of way if something happened to your kid while you were, I don't know, enjoying yourself with your wife?
Yeah, I mean, there's a certain level of guilt, right? But if I'm like, okay, well, something happened and I reacted, and that kid is now alive because of my instinct, I'll probably, let myself easy a little bit on the fact that we were on vacation.
Right.
And they were right there. Right. And, I don't know. Most of these people that comment don't have kids.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Or any real life experiences.
And so, yeah, if you're on vacation, you might be in the same area. It don't mean I'm right on top of them. I'm very vigilant with my kids, and I make sure that they're in my line of sight. But I'm not on top of them, especially if they're older, 5 or 6, let them be a little bit of independent, right? Because you can't baby them that much. And that's just something that you learn from being a parent, an actual parent and not an online parent.
Not an online parent. Facts. Yeah. And that's what I was going to say. It's it's a catch-22 because if you're hovering over them all the time, then they don't learn how to operate in the world, in the real world. But also, if this kid was able to climb over the railing, I'm pretty sure they're old enough to know, don't jump into the fucking ocean.
Right.
So it's not all on the parents. But specifically, the thing that I don't like is nobody's saying where was the child's mother.
Yeah, it's all the dad's
They're
fault.
not saying that. They're blaming the one person who acted to go. Well, not the one person, because Disney did.
I heard actually Disney did their thing that save them.
Of course.
They followed all the rules, you know what I mean? They announced it in a way that apparently they're supposed to, where it doesn't cause panic.
Yeah.
On board. It's they say mob or something
MOB.
Yep. Someone overboard.
Yep.
That way that no one's going crazy. The staff knows it's time to react.
Yep.
They sent the floaters and everything like that.
Yep.
So Disney did their part and the dad did his part. Those two are alive because the dad did what he had to do and Disney did what they had to do.
Disney charging 15 bands per person damn near.
They better fucking know what to do.
Come on,
if
bro.
it was Carnival.
You should have James Bond jumping out. If it's Carnival, just go ahead and put your arms up. Because that's it. It was the captain. First of all, they were saying the passengers were saying you could see the people in the water getting visibly smaller, because they were getting further away. Yeah. And the captain busted Yui, came back, and then
not on my watch.
Yeah, he's man, fuck that. I just got
You're not
this
about
job.
to make a movie out of me. Not in the wrong way.
What was that movie? Flight with Denzel Washington. You find out he up there getting drunk, getting hit.
And the only reason he reacted so fast is because he didn't want to get caught.
But bro, think about that. Imagine everybody's just all the crew members just enjoying themselves. Man, we getting paid. And some fucking kid is in the water. Now they got to do an investigation. All right, who was in the cockpit with you when Susie Gray?
Now we watching fucking footage on.
Oh my god, bro!
And now my whole shit fucked because you wanted to climb.
Now I'm on indefinite suspension because I got
a little drink.
I got vodka in the cockpit. Go.
I thought we was on vacation,
but did I push her? Like the fuck? Nah.
No, I was actually talking to my one of the people I work with, because he's the one that actually brought it up to me, and he was like that his kid is the exact same age as the kid that fell over.
Okay.
And he was like that. It was just like, damn, because it was like the 4th story balcony, and like you've seen cruises, those things are like different layers.
Yeah.
So to fall from the 4th balcony and not hit nothing on the way down, straight into the water, and still be okay is a fucking miracle.
Miracle. Dead ass. And you know that ocean water different. You hit that shit, it hurt. As you are not jumping into the pool, baby.
Yep. And the good thing, it wasn't, that whole situation where that young boy that jumped off the balcony in shark infested waters and no one ever saw him again.
What?
Remember, it was like last year or a year and a half ago. It was they were on a cruise. It was like 12 a.m. So it's pitch black. And if you've ever been on a cruise at night, it is pure darkness.
Yeah.
And he jumped off the balcony, and it was like sharks in the water. They didn't find his body. They never found him.
Did he do that intentionally?
Yeah. It was for a video for fun, and he was gone.
Oh, yeah. These like YouTube prank things are going too fucking far.
So good thing it wasn't like one of those like nasty, sharks in the water type of situations, because that would have been bad. Already treading water for 20 minutes while holding your kid is insane.
Bruh, and if you go watch the video of them like bringing him back to the Disney cruise, my man looked like he just had to work out with David Goggins
my man was
from hell.
The pump that my man so
he just get hand over his head and fucking exhausted.
If you're Disney, right, and this story arose, right, are you now like, okay, well, we did what we had to do, let them enjoy the rest of their vacation, make sure they're okay, or do you comp them another vacation?
You're going to fuck home. You're going to fuck home. You violated protocol. Both of you jumped over without
You suing them?
Yeah, bro, for real. Like, fortunately for Disney, the spin has been positive. Like, oh, Disney was well trained.
Because they did.
They saved them.
Yep.
They got them back on board. No major casualties. So the limelight for Disney right now is a positive.
Mm-hmm.
However, if that shit had gone left, them 15 bands you getting, you might be in like 2,500 for like the next year or two till people forget, and then somebody else jumps off, and you gotta repeat the cycle.
Yep.
No, because it's like, you want to go swimming? Don't go to Disney Cruise because you might not come back. Like,
and people will chew them up.
No pun intended.
Being Disney, but being like the biggest corporation, if you fuck up, they gonna come after you.
Not to mention Disney already, just barely beat the freaky allegations.
Of what?
They were like talking about how like Walt Disney, this is like internet conspiracy stuff. Like Walt Disney was into like child explicit videos and
what? I haven't heard of this. I mean, I'm sure.
You've never seen the like Disney, they're like showing Mickey Mouse silhouette.
Okay,
and he's
like
stroking himself in this.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And like, if you go back in like the VHS tapes, sometimes in the background the clouds spell like sex or some shit. I've heard this.
Exactly. Yeah. So
okay.
Disney's barely coming out of that alive.
Talking about freaks doing some freaky shit.
Talking about King Diddler.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
It came out today, Wednesday.
Yep.
July 2nd.
July 2nd.
Not guilty on the Diddy man himself.
Did you see that coming?
No. I honestly thought there was so much shit for a year coming out.
Yep.
Every time there was some new shit.
Yep.
1,000 bottles of baby oil was just the beginning.
I thought honestly, and I think this happened right before the trial started. When that video came out of him dragging Cassie through the hotel hallway, I was like, this is it. Like, whatever they got on him, even if it wasn't related to this, like, there's no way you're going to convince a jury that this motherfucker is not Thanos.
Bro, my man dragged her like it was nothing while also holding her fucking, wasn't it like her suitcase or some shit in the other hand?
Like a bag, a duffel bag or something. Yeah,
with ease. Wasn't he also in his fucking like a towel?
A towel. Towel never moved. Perfectly, which means he's superhuman.
The thing is if you do enough crazy shit in a towel, you know how to put that joint on.
At that point, it's like a jacket.
Yeah. I know how to set this towel up. It's not going nowhere.
Right.
Because I do enough in a towel.
That's nasty work.
Yeah.
Nasty
That's
work.
the not guilty dude.
Yeah. You know what? I can say I thought it was going to go either way because the charges that I saw against him, they were kind of like outlandish. Like,
were they too much? I think. Yeah.
Yeah,
right?
I think
it was
they
like,
did too much.
Like, I don't know if they were hyping it up, but it was just like the boogeyman revealed and then all his boogeyman activities. Like it seemed like it was very hyped up.
Yeah. I do think that if I'm Kid Cudi, I'm getting out of the country.
No, I was about to bring him up because what is he going to come back and kick my fucking dog again?
Another Molotov cocktail through your BMW.
He gonna rip the roof off my other cars? Like, what are you telling me? I went and I testified because there was so much shit already out.
Yeah.
All right. And he was the only big name that I know that testified, right?
Yeah. I think so.
And he not guilty, I'm gone.
Yeah, even if
I'm changing my name to Cuddy Kid and you ain't.
Nah, I don't think you want to do that. That's one of the X videos.
No, the thing is that I'll hype him up even more. Then he gonna be like,
Kid.
I need Cuddy Kid now.
You gonna get excited? Yeah, like even better. Nah, I think this is a bad draw for Kid Cudi. And even if like Diddy supposedly facing 20 years for the prostitution thing,
okay,
I probably shouldn't have said that.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
It is what it is. He's facing 20 years for that, for 2 counts of that. But there's no way with that amount of money he has that he's going to do 20 years.
3.
He might do 3 to 5, get out, 3 probation, good behavior, blah blah blah. So he's a demon all over again.
But he was found not guilty for what? Racketeering.
Yep. Right. The RICO case that he had against him because that would have put him away for life.
Yeah. And 50 fucking tweeted out or some shit. He was like, he beat the RICO case. That's a dirty boy.
Bro, because usually when they bring that, that's it.
That's a done deal with the RICO, right?
Man, I know 50's sick. Because he did something that I would have never tried to do. Yo, 50.
And 50 been
undefeated, bro. That's crazy.
How you? That man he can't be taken down.
No.
All this information coming out. You are the literal boogeyman. No Diddy is officially a thing because of what came out. All right. That covered up the no homo. Now it's new Diddy. Like no Diddy. That's a big deal.
Now they're gonna start saying yes, Diddy.
I guess we got to now. Not guilty Diddy over here.
Right. Yo, I was
slippery. He's slippery.
Slippery. Ew.
Diddy done slipped out.
It used to be a cool saying. Now it's gonna be like disgusting.
Right.
You filthy.
Right.
Nah, I think with Diddy's situation, it was interesting when I found out the juror count. Like it was 8 men, 4 females.
Okay.
And I'm thinking to myself, all the shit that I've seen online is men defending Diddy.
For real.
Like y'all just trying to take down this black king. He's getting ready to buy NBC like Bill Cosby. All the crazy outlandish shit. And then you go up here in a case where it's really about like protecting people from a sexual predator.
Right.
Which men don't really see him as, well, not just him, but like see other people as like sexual predators.
Right, because it's not like our biggest fear with other guys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's not crazy to me to see that the jury couldn't find him guilty on everything.
I don't know. There was just so much stuff out that when I started seeing, and did you see like he has some hardcore fans outside of the courthouse that was just spraying each other with baby oil outside.
Are you serious?
I swear to God.
Oh my God.
I gotta find the footage and if I find it, I'll upload it with the video. But yeah, they were outside. There was one black dude shirtless with another black dude spraying him with baby oil, and then women rubbing the baby oil all over him.
Oh my God.
As soon as they said not guilty, they was outside celebrating the only way they knew how.
What a freak off.
How would Diddy do
What
it?
a freak off.
A freak off right in front of the courthouse.
In public?
Yeah.
Bro.
I'm sure it was high noon.
First of
the
all,
fucking sun could not be higher.
Isn't indecent exposure a crime? I guess not.
Now when you got Diddy up across the street.
Their hands were full. Their hands was full for sure. Oh man. The prosecution is going to get chewed out for this because
imagine you being the dude. I was on the jury for the whole Diddy case. I'd be like, how, you say he was fucking not guilty? Yeah, I didn't think he did it.
yeah.
I've been watching these videos for a minute now. I think he did it. And if I'm homies with the dude that said Diddy not guilty, I don't know if I can keep fucking with you.
Because what he gonna do to you?
No, what are you up to? If you saw all the shit Diddy did and you was like, that ain't that bad.
Nah, it ain't that bad. Yo, oh man, George lives near a goddamn military base or something. It's constant airplanes. But I was thinking about that too. I was like, what kind of person can you be to, like, even if you don't think he's guilty of everything, he's guilty of so much already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so there's got to be like reasonable doubt. Like, you got to be thinking like, man, if he did all of this, there's no way he didn't actually do these other things. And then I think the one thing that kind of fucked the prosecution up was they were classifying him putting like women on airplanes to come visit him to have sex with these freak offs or whatever. Okay. They were calling that sex trafficking.
Yeah, they're labeling it incorrectly, I suppose.
And you know what I'm saying? Like, because I'm only thinking to myself, like, all right, if I'm rich and I'm flying a chick out,
is that trafficking? Not necessarily.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a good time and I just so happen she needs some money for a flight back. Right. So yeah, now you're trying to say I paid her to come
because celebrities do that shit all the time.
All the time.
Oh, you in my DM and I actually fuck with you. How about I fly you over? We have some dinner. You know what's going to happen.
Now you trafficking.
Now we trafficking. I don't think that's the right
crazy
label. Now what I'm gonna want to see, or I wonder if we're going to see it, is now that the Diddy John is saying not guilty, all these celebrities that were like Diddy, who I've never even heard that name, are they gonna flip the script again? Are we going to see them hanging out with Diddy if he comes out the not guilty on the prostitution?
Yes, you are.
Right? Are they going to be like, yeah, I fucking knew he didn't do that shit. Kevin Hart being one of them.
Oh.
He was like, you got the wrong man. Like, I feel like you might, if the prostitution situation comes back as not guilty and Diddy back on the streets slipping around. If you got that much baby oil, you got to be a slippery dude. Who's going back?
Bro, moving through the streets like Frozone.
No, for real, with the fucking baby oil though. But you know he gonna come back throwing the ultimate Diddy party. Yeah. Who's gonna be at the ultimate Diddy party, dog?
Yep.
We gonna see.
If you're one of his enemies, it's over for you.
Cuddy.
If you spoke any kind of like ill about him with all of the recordings and evidence that was brought against him about him threatening people for trying to talk to Cassie. What do you think he gonna do to you for taking a stand or making some sort of public statement about his character while he's on trial?
And the amount of people that swore just because there was so much going on that was like, he's going down. He taking Beyonce and Jay-Z with him and shit.
Oh yeah,
not happening. You got the trifecta, right? That's too much money. That is way too much money for them to be put away.
And also, I think this kind of sets a bad standard moving forward for like celebrity cases, because this was like the hardest I think they've ever gone after one of these celebrities, aside from like the Epstein or something. He beat it. So now if these people are actually doing like seances and like cuddling goats in thunderstorms, like whatever.
We have had crazy thunderstorms in the last couple of days.
Whatever sort of evil ritual they out here doing, they ain't about to stop now.
That might be baby oil right in from the sky. Bro, I don't think it's water now.
You talking about chemtrails? Nah, they got sperm trails. They in planes just dropping it. It's like, look at all my children.
But no, I agree with you.
Work.
Now, I mean, I don't think anything's going to be like with the celebrities being like, okay, Diddy got away with it. Maybe I couldn't be a little.
I don't think so.
No, in the sense that they're going to be a little more messy with it.
Okay.
Right. I think everybody's still going to be doing their behind the closed doors type shit.
Yeah.
But I do think there's a certain level of confidence depending on your like status of being like, okay, I'm going to still try to be careful, but if I get caught, I think I'm going to be all right.
Because think about Cuba Gooding Jr. They saying Bull was into all kind of wild, freaky shit. Why should he stop now?
Right.
Diddy can do it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an associate. So we good.
And okay, so here's one question. What is a certain like body of work that outweighs like the bad that you've done? Like, is Diddy, he got to rock, right? And he's been a name in the music industry for years.
He's a billionaire.
Right.
Plain blank.
So his body of work saved him from the nasty shit that came out, right? And when I think about that, who's somebody else whose body of work people overlook everything else that's come out? And I talk about letting people rest in peace, but Michael Jackson, right? Because there's always been these stories of MJ talking about, with these kids and this and that. But a lot of people ain't fuck it because his body of work was so fucking good.
And also, like, I feel like people, maybe they brought it up when he was alive, but never really pressed the issue. But like they really went crazy with the theories and all the stories when he died. Mm-hmm. So at that point, people were like, man, he dead. Like, what? Your kid got diddled. Like, sorry.
Right. So you think the safe shit when Diddy gone, people gonna be like, he did do this and that, and then the stories are gonna start coming out. Or like,
oh man, rest in peace, Diddy, man. That happened in 1999.
That was 94. Yeah.
It's gonna be the same thing.
That was old Diddy.
Whatever they said, bro, did, I'm 100% sure he did it. But
bro,
I think
to your point, a lot of it was so exaggerated.
Yeah.
But it was just so much detail. It was so much information. You got a juror, you got a room with jury, and y'all must have a writer's room too, because the fucking information that was coming out was crazy.
Yeah, Tyler Perry somewhere cooking.
Yeah.
He about to come out with the craziest Medea's Diddy party.
Slippery day. I can't get away from the slippery.
Yeah, he got you in a chokehold.
The slippery one.
Yeah.
But the Diddy John coming out as not guilty definitely shocked me. I thought something was coming through. I mean, obviously there's still the other prosecutions against him. But given what his not guilty now, even if, like you said, if it does find guilty, it's not 20 years. My man gonna be back in the streets in a couple.
There's no way. He has too much money, and wherever he ends up,
he's gonna be comfortable,
really nice. You know what I'm saying? Like,
he's gonna be on house arrest, and then it's gonna be the world is my house.
Exactly, because he beat the bigger charges. Like,
the biggest one. Yeah.
That was it. Like, I'm pretty sure he's somewhere like, whatever they give me, I can do it. Ain't about nothing. I'm still a billionaire when I get out of here.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see where it goes, because I honestly, this was a crazy ending to that trial
for sure. And I feel bad for like people like Cassie and who had to like go in here and look this man in his face, knowing all the shit he's done, and now he get to come out like that Meek Mill meme, like, running out the courtroom, bro. It's wild.
High fiving all his baby oiled fans.
Oh my god, horrific. God bless y'all.
Yeah, Cuddy, I don't know. I'm actually eager to see what happens with him.
I'm pretty sure if you're
the only big name that came and testified and it ended up being not guilty, good luck, brother.
Good luck, brother.
Good luck.
He gonna hang you off that banister like he did Wale.
All right. So yesterday I came up with the scenario.
Okay.
Right. I started thinking to myself, I don't know why, but if ants decided with human intellect that they wanted to take over the world, would it be really bad? Right. So I took that question to the one and only source that would be able to answer it, ChatGPT. So that was that first question, right? Let me pull it up because I said the way I phrased it was if ants could plan accordingly with human level intelligence, would they could they take over the world? All right. ChatGPT said yeah. 100% say yes. And then started hitting me with the fucking Carfax. So it says the stats are already in their favor. Sheer numbers. It's estimated that there are about 20 quadrillion ants on Earth.
What the fuck?
And when you break down the math,
that number,
that's 2.5 million ants for every person. One human being. I was like, all right, we're done already.
2.5 million per
person.
So that means you have if they were attacking us, like you have 2.5 million ants covering your body.
Bro,
they crawl into your nose and eat your brain.
Done, right? Global distribution. It says ants are in every continent except Antarctica, and they've adapted to nearly every environment. All right. And then it says if they had strategic planning, they already have unified colonies. Ants normally fight each other, but if they coordinated globally, unstoppable.
Yep.
All right. Military prowess. They already wage organized wars. Some species are expert tacticians. With planning, they'd be better than generals.
What?
Yes. All right. Infrastructure sabotage. Ants can chew through wiring, burrow into foundations, and ruin crops. With focused attacks, they could cripple infrastructure.
So even if they couldn't beat us in a straight out war, they could starve us.
They can starve us, right? They can have our buildings collapse on ourselves.
Wow.
But yeah, the fact that if ants had human level intellect, some of their ants will be better than current generals. That's
crazy.
They apparently already wage war against each other.
Yeah, you ain't never seen A Bug's Life? That's what it was, right?
I'm gonna see it again, but I'm gonna watch it as a documentary this time. It's not a movie no more. This is a doc.
Yo, that's funny.
All right. So with that information, and then I was like, okay, which would be worse for humans if the ants tried to take over the world with human-like intelligence? Or spiders? Before I tell you what ChatGPT said, what would your personal preference be? Would you rather ants try to take over the world with human-like intelligence or spiders?
I mean, obviously it's a lose-lose either way, but I think spiders are worse just because of the sheer number of species that I know exists for spiders. And if there's some who are obviously able to kill us within, minutes of injecting venom, I'm pretty sure that the spiders have the upper hand in this.
Yeah, as much as they said 2.5 million ants per person, I would take the ants.
You would take the ants.
I would take the ants. I feel like if spiders literally were like human-like intelligence and they're like, you know what? Let's kill all people. It'll be so quiet. Like, because you don't know where they are.
No.
Right? And if they can strategically be like, I'm going to kill this whole fucking family today, we'll never hear a sound of it.
No.
They'll be like assassins. They'll be ninjas, dog.
Crawling up your shirt and bite your damn neck.
And you'll never know what happened. You'll literally die in your sleep.
And you're not getting powers this time. Right. Your ass going in the dirt.
So I asked ChatGPT, and then it gave us a little more information on the ants. But then what it said about the spiders was like, this is nightmare fuel, was basically what ChatGPT said.
Nightmare. I fuck with ChatGPT. It's crazy.
But it was like, but why? So apex predators, they don't need numbers. They'll ambush predators with venom, stealth, and terrifying patience.
Yep.
Which is very true.
Yep.
If they have to sit still for 7 hours until a person passes by,
it'd be like Drax from Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah,
like stand still.
Tactical hunters, give them intelligence and they become assassins, is what they said.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know they're coming. Web technology. Their silk is stronger than steel by weight. With intelligence, they could spin traps, prisons, and even weapons.
Yep.
And then it says psychological warfare. Spiders already scare people instinctively. Facts. Now imagine them using that tactically.
Facts. Facts. Arachnophobia is a real thing.
It's a whole thing.
You don't know what the fear of ants is called. Actually, can you chat GPT that? What is the fear of ants called?
What is the
If
fear
there is one.
of ants called?
It doesn't
The
even
fear
know.
of ants is called. The thing is there's a word I can't pronounce.
Let me see.
It's MYRME cophobia. So Myrmecophobia.
I don't know.
Myrmecrow comes from the Greek word myrmex, meaning ants.
Okay,
Yeah,
whatever. It's not as sexy as I thought it would
Nah, arachnophobia. I got a little sting to it.
yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Okay. And then it gave us a little chart, right? Intelligence matchup and traits.
It did all of this.
It did all this.
This is like ant death battle.
It was a presentation from ChatGPT. It was as interested in this question as I was.
Okay.
ChatGPT was like, I've never been asked this.
With this.
All right. So ants versus spiders, which is worse? Numbers obviously goes to the ants.
Yeah.
Fucking a quadrillion ants.
Yeah.
2.5 million per person. Insane. Coordination goes to the ants though.
Okay.
They're built in hive mind is what it says. While spiders work more solo.
Yeah.
Tactical hunters. It says that ants maybe with a swarm like overwhelmed, like it might be overwhelming because of how many of them are. But that spiders have surgical kills. So that's how they do that. Infrastructure damage to the spider or to the ants. And they said spiders maybe. Psychological impact for their ants, it says creepy, but they're beatable.
Yeah.
Wow. Spiders, it says pure nightmare fuel. And their takeover style for the ants would be mass invasion, while spiders is going to be a stealth domination.
Yeah.
And then they broke it down as in a summary where it was like final verdict: ants are worse for humanity long term, but spiders are scarier on a personal level. If you're talking global domination and species extinction, ants win. If you're talking about paralyzing fear and brutal horror movie vibes, spiders would. So basically, ants would rule the world while spiders will just haunt us.
Yeah.
So there it is. I would love to hear what people think. Would you rather ants try to take over the world, or would you rather spiders try to take over the world? Either or, we're losing that fight.
I'm curious to know, like, since we did the 100v1 gorilla thing, if people think that humans could actually beat ants in warfare.
So, okay, there's a lot of people. We have a lot of ammunition, right? The problem is we can't organize the way that the ants would organize.
No.
Right? Different countries are going to want different things. We're not going to be able to be like, we have to work as the human race and beat the ants. If it came down to that, maybe. But I do feel like it would just be global destruction.
And there's one key component that ants have over us in war, which is the element of surprise. They're
coming down from
We're literally surrounded by ants right now.
Yeah.
And we can't even see them.
They're everywhere.
But they see us at all times, know where we are, know where we're going. They could literally pick your damn house up and move you to Upper Darby, like proper. Where you attack. They could move your house to where your taxes are another 20 grand.
So as a human, how many ants do you think you can take on?
Bruh,
so if it's one man one gorilla versus 100 men,
yeah,
how many ants would one person have to fight?
I have no weapons.
Confidently. No, it's just you. Stomp.
I'm going to say probably like 100.
I feel like you could do more.
Maybe, but I just feel like
because they are small, right? Their ability comes from numbers. 2.5 million per person. Now that's fucking insane.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they're small. I think past 100, I can only focus in one direction. Like I can only kill them what's in front of me. If they're behind me and they crawl up and go into my ears and then drink my fucking brain juice, that's it. Like
so it's one versus 100 ants.
That's it. It only take 3 of them. I don't think there's like acidic acid in your ear. Like maybe they get stuck in my earwax.
Yeah, right.
But that's it. Even that, I'm gonna be freaking out, going crazy.
Yeah. Okay. How many ants do you guys think you can fucking take on if you had to fight? Not 2.5 million.
Yo, that's hilarious. Yo, but since it's 4th of July, I've been thinking like all week. I wanted to ask you this. Now we've done one scenario with 4th of July being here. does your household, Hispanic communities, whatever, do y'all have like a different lineup for your cookout food? Like what's the Avengers spread for a Puerto Rican 4th of July cookout?
Oh, it's the same.
Shit.
It's America.
Okay.
We got burgers. We got hot dogs. We'll do the shish kebabs.
What do you call them?
Pinchos.
Pinchos.
Yep.
Okay.
We'll do whatever meat. We'll do ribs on the motherfucker. But it's as American as it gets.
Okay.
What do you guys do?
You already know. It's basically Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
4th of July.
Who's bringing the coleslaw?
Mac and cheese.
Coleslaw.
I mean, obviously you're having all the regular stuff. I don't like coleslaw.
I'm not a big coleslaw guy either.
We do potato salad.
Potato.
Yeah. Y'all don't do the potato salad. Y'all
not
do like
much.
Y'all do like pastas. You got like
or just like potatoes. We'll just fucking throw a potato in an aluminum foil and throw it on the grill.
The one thing I will say black people have done a good job of is not bringing fried chicken to the 4th of July.
I'm shocked.
We got barbecue. We got barbecue chicken. We got to bring the fried chicken to this one. Ignorant ass.
Yeah, it's funny as shit.
Yeah. If you could get rid of one 4th of July food.
And give me the list though.
All right. So we got shish kebabs.
Okay.
We got burgers, hot dogs. We've got barbecue chicken.
Okay.
And we got ribs. We got
shish kebabs are going to go.
Really?
Yep.
I feel like that's like top 3 foods for me.
Really?
Yeah.
So with the same list, what are you getting rid of? So 4th of July. If you
hot dogs.
Hot dogs are going?
Hot dogs are going.
What?
Just
4th of July. You got hot dogs, burgers, shish kebabs. What else did you say?
Ribs. And chicken. Yeah.
You're getting rid of hot dogs?
Bro, I feel like we underestimate how horrible those things actually are.
It's not about that. All right. This is the US of A.
No, it's definitely about that. Because I feel like everything in this country is about poisoning us until we are fucking unable to even spell out our own first names.
Yeah.
I feel like if you want to see what 4th of July will do to your body in 10 years, you go to Atlantic City Boardwalk and you watch everybody walk up and down for 15 minutes.
Atlantic City Boardwalk is more than just hot dog abuse.
Nah, that's exactly what it is. They can't make it halfway down the boardwalk.
Waddle it around.
Yeah, they say fried Oreo on one hand, funnel cake in the other. Can barely fucking breathe.
Yeah.
Got an oxygen tank on the back of a motorized scooter. Come on, bro. That's what hot dogs do to you.
You know, one of the funny experiences that I've had was, hot dogs have always been known to be super unhealthy. Yes. To your point, right? I remember I had a barbecue and I invited a bunch of people, and somebody that came over that was like borderline alcoholic, drinking nonstop, showed up drinking. And I was like, you want a hot dog? And they was like, that's unhealthy. It's like, okay.
Are you serious?
Drink your drink.
While he literally inhales poison?
Alcohol. It's just straight alcohol.
God.
I'm like, I thought that was crazy business.
No way in hell am I going to let you get away with that.
All right, man. Look, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. We had a couple scenarios. We talked Disney. We talked Diddy, the big bad, the Thanos of our world.
Yes.
And we had a couple fun scenarios. If you guys want to tell us what are your top 5 4th of July foods, and then tell us which one of those you had to get rid of if you had to. Yeah. Let us know.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the Man Cave Podcast. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate you. All right.
Yeah, I got you. Then I'll throw the intro in there, and then we'll just get into the episode.
Thank you. All right, we appreciate y'all for coming. We'll see you next week. Enjoy your 4th.